Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Wynn and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to take you guys behind the scenes for the first time on this channel, and actually it's my first setup video since I moved to California. I've done this a couple times in like my 3-year history on YouTube, but every time my setup has changed a little bit and it's finally complete. It's something that I've been building over time for a very long time. It is expensive, but obviously that's something I've like invested in over many years. So I started off with just a laptop, then I had some monitors, and then I finally upgraded and built my own PC. And like you can see, every couple of months I maybe added something. So it definitely was a love of labor of love is the right term, I guess. But I'm gonna show you guys where I play PUBG Mobile and how I play PUBG Mobile, how I record, all that fun stuff. Hopefully it won't be a terribly long video. My studio's not that big, but I can finally show you guys a little bit of what I do every day when I'm not recording or when I'm not live streaming. You guys just see the little angle of my camera, but you can see everything else now. So behind me, we've got my really sick lights. These are LIFX lights. I really like this because it basically is a sick backdrop that not a lot of YouTubers have. It's just like a little kind of like vaporwave light pattern, kind of cool, lights up the room, gives a little bit of life. This is also my PUBG collection. So over the last year or so, I was able to go to the Star Challenge in Los Angeles, and then I went to Dubai. So I've got a water bottle, just like a mug, 1 out of 100, you know, level 3 hat, which is pretty cool. Inside this little airdrop is a dog tag, and then I've got a painkiller, and inside there was a t-shirt, and of course like a little pan, a couple badges. I have a player badge from LA, I have a player badge from Dubai, except I wasn't a player, but I did have like backstage access and all that fun stuff. So that's my little PUBG knick-knack collection. Inside this is just a closet, nothing special in there, just a bunch of boxes from when I moved. Before we get to the good part, my desk. Behind me is, I have a couch. I'm trying to look at my phone here. It's just giving me a little preview. In the corner, I've got just like a little storage container. I have like my VR headset in there and stuff. I keep a couple backpacks ready to go. I've got like some vlogging stuff. I'm using my GoPro to record right now. Just kind of like a little storage thing. And then of course I have my college diploma and then a plaque from when I ran track in college. So that is basically the room. Oh, one last thing I want to show you guys right here. Have my Star Challenge poster that's been signed by all of my teammates and myself. When I went to Los Angeles, my brother played, believe it or not. My friend Pubg played, and another YouTuber, my friend Cleric Dragoon, he came as well, and then that's me. So that was our team. We didn't do too well. In fact, none of these guys I played with before Los Angeles. I had a full team, and unfortunately I had to substitute all 3 of my members, and I called those guys up and I said, yo, I need 3 people that are gonna take a free trip to Los Angeles, stay in a free hotel, get free food, and play professional video games and get a free phone. In fact, we all got the Samsung Galaxy Note 9 for playing, which was sick. So of course, who's gonna say no to that? So Pubg, Cleric Dragoon, and my brother all went. Fun fact, my brother, he had never flown before. He also had never played like PUBG Mobile really. I'm pretty sure when I invited him, he was like bronze 4. So instead of, you know, finding like a Conqueror or some pro player, I was like, you know, I'm just gonna go for fun and give my brother a cool opportunity, give, you know, my friends a cool opportunity. So we didn't do that well, unfortunately. And of course, you guys know I'm an iPad player. I'm not a phone player. So we obviously got 14th place, even though we went in as 10th place. But hey, you know what? It was a lot of fun, and that's really all you could ask for. Now, anyway, let's look at the studio setup and check it out. This is definitely the thing that I'm the most proud of. So if you look behind me, we have 3 monitors, 2 cameras, a bunch of lights, my computer, and my iPad. So take you guys on a quick rundown of this. I got the new iPad Pro, the 2018 model. I'm using my old iPad actually right now to record my mic. You can see it's going away right there. And I have 3 2K monitors that are really helpful. They can actually turn vertically like you see here. I don't normally have this monitor like this, but I recently made it vertical because I wanted to try out a new orientation, especially having like chat messages. But I actually didn't really like the chat over here, so I ended up leaving it on the middle monitor. So in the middle monitor, I have the YouTube dashboard and the Twitch dashboard so I can see all of your guys' messages as they go. And then I use a program called OBS to record. So you can see my iPads here. And if I'm recording in here, this is basically my iPad screen. Oh, let's go through these stupid messages. So you can see like this is showing my iPad and everything. And then the 2 cameras I have here are linked to this. This is a Sony Alpha 5100. It's a mirrorless Sony, just pretty standard camera, but it's definitely a lot higher quality than a webcam. And then I have an actual webcam, which I use as my hand cam, and that's the camera that you guys see over here. Right here, you see this camera is coming from this one right here. Sorry, I'm trying to record this and it's like a weird angle. But anyway, of course, like one of the best things that I love about the studio, and it's not just this studio, I have these lights in my kitchen, I have these lights in my bedroom, and I have Amazon Echoes all throughout the house, so I can just be like, hey Alexa, make the studio lights purple. And it changes the whole vibe of the room. So I normally stream with purple lights, but I can make them any color that I want. I can turn them on, turn them off, all sorts of fun stuff. I think adds a little bit more of a dynamic feel to the studio to be able to kind of control that. Sometimes I'll use that to my advantage when I stream. Like if there's a funny moment happening or we're like about to get really serious, I'll just turn them off and you can make it like really dark. I've done that a couple times in like those clutch moments. Other thing I want to show you guys, my favorite thing by far, let me just lift my mic up, is this little guy down here called a Stream Deck. This is essentially like the master hub of my stream. So you can see I have OBS up here. I can use this to change my stream at any moment. So hit that button, goes into a transition. Now we're in the like the lobby screen where I can show you guys the code here and all that good stuff. When I'm doing the stream is starting soon thing, then I just press that button. When I want to go back to the gameplay, press it again and it goes right into the normal iPad screen. You know, pretty standard stuff, but it's really awesome. Just one touch of a button. Go to the hype screen, heck yeah. Spam emotes, all that stuff, and then I can go to the big camera. And you guys can see me, look at this, cameraception. That's what I'm using to record. So I'm like trying to look through the window while I film on the GoPro. Also, this is the merch that I was trying to show you guys on stream the other night. Somebody was asking, I think it was Brazen, was asking about my stuff, and so was Cynthia. They wanted to see everything. So this is my like Wynnsanity sweatshirt, and I have like the matching hat too. I'm like looking at this camera and I'm filming with this camera. It's really confusing. So yeah, last thing I want to show you guys that I think is pretty dang cool. Let me just go back to this. It doesn't make any sounds. This whole desk. There's a little bit of a story about this desk. First of all, this desk is massive, and it's also a lot higher than it normally is too. So I can raise it up to be a standing desk, or I can lower it all the way down to where it normally is. And I have the whole thing configured so that all the cords and everything, it can easily move up and down like several feet. So I'm gonna keep going. There we go. And now you can see that it's like basically sitting height. It's normally a little bit higher than that. But yeah, I can go up and down at like whenever I want. I normally just keep it at the same height and I just sit at it all the time. But the funny part about this desk is it costs like $1,500. It's not like a desk like this is so expensive, like motorized. This big of a desk as well, like it comes on wheels and stuff too. And I'm not saying that to brag, because I didn't spend $1,500 on it. There was some guy who was selling it at like basically a garage sale, and he had no idea how much it was worth. So he's like, yeah, I'm just trying to get rid of it. You know, I've had it for a long time. I don't really know what to do with it. Like it's motorized, like I don't know who would want it. And he's like, I'm like, well, okay, like how much are you looking for? Like literally in my head, I'm like, I'll pay up to like $400 for this desk. And the guy goes, well, I don't know, maybe like $60 or $70. I'm like, what? So I'm like, all right, $60 sold. And he's like, sweet. And I'm like, I just bought the freaking nicest desk I've ever seen in my life for $60. It fully moves up and down. It's absolutely massive. Like I can fit cameras, lights, mics, monitors, my whole computer on this one desk. Like I couldn't believe that I got it for such a steal. Like I felt like I was literally robbing the guy. So I handed him 60 bucks. I like called my dad. I'm like, yo, we got to load this desk in your truck right now. We got to get that guy out of here before this guy realizes like the mistake that he just made. But anyway, I guess I could talk a little bit about my computer real quick. So what I use to record is an Elgato. It's a capture card. Elgato is a company that makes a lot of streaming hardware and software. I use an Elgato Camlink, which is like a small capture card that captures my camera. I also have an Elgato in the motherboard inside the PC. If you guys can take a quick little gander in there. I have an Elgato underneath my graphics card. That's what plugs into my iPad to record that.
Just got, RAM. I have a pretty strong CPU because I need to have that for encoding the stream. I need that also for video rendering.
In order to edit all my videos, I use Adobe. I use Adobe Premiere. I use Photoshop. I just pay for the whole Creative Cloud subscription. I know a lot of people try to pirate those softwares and try to download them illegally because you don't want to have to pay that monthly fee. It's like $30 or $50 a month. I think I pay $30 for the whole thing, but it's like for how much I use it, it's the one thing that I am like totally okay with paying for. It makes my life so much easier. I could not make the content for YouTube that I, otherwise would not be able to make without that, like those softwares. So for the one thing that is a little expensive, it's absolutely worth literally every penny. And I'll always like sing the praises of Adobe just because of how good their software is. And at the end of the day, if you pirate it, you're never gonna really like get the updates or get the newer versions of the software. So I'm like totally content with paying a little bit and just having full access and no problems at all. Literally every Adobe program comes with a subscription, like even the other ones like Audition, After Effects, like Media Encoder, all these other programs that are so helpful, and I use them literally hours every day. You guys know when I end the stream, I'm up for like 5 more hours editing all night in Photoshop and stuff, and I could not make the videos if I didn't have those programs. So for those of you wondering how I make the videos, it's all on PC. To do the types of streams I do, you definitely need a PC. There are, alternatives if you guys just have a phone or just have an iPad and want to stream. You guys can use apps like Omelet or Streamlabs and all that stuff. Gamely, there's like a lot of apps now coming out that let you stream, but in order to like have a face cam and a hand cam and all in the chat and everything, that is definitely gonna need a computer for that too. So the headset that I use these Bose QC35s. They're really nice headphones. I think they were a little bit more expensive, but again, just like the Adobe stuff, it's one of the things that I use every single day for like, I literally have those on for like 12 hours a day, and they're extremely comfortable. I've had other headphones that I would wear for maybe 3 or 4 hours and my ears would really start to hurt. So those are really comfortable for me. And what I like about them is one of the ear cups, like the soft part that goes on your ear, started tearing super badly. So what I ended up having to do was I just went to the Bose store. I bought replacement ear cups for like 30 bucks and I popped them on, and now it's like a fresh pair of headphones. A lot of other headphones, if they start to rip or start to tear, there is no replacement parts. Like they make you go buy a whole new set. And so what I like about Bose is that they actually sell the parts so that you don't have to go invest in a whole nother pair of headphones, which was, kind of ridiculous if it's super easy to just replace like one cup. So yeah, that's essentially it. I just sit here, play, look at the camera. I can read the chat. I read the chat here. If you guys subscribe or follow, I just have like a little program running on the side. These are all of the most recent like Twitch follows, subscribes. I use both Streamlabs and Stream Elements. Just because of the way that my notifications are set up, I kind of use like both in a way. So yeah, all my this Stream Elements only gets YouTube. So in order to get the Twitch stuff, I have to have Streamlabs on there too, because unfortunately the Stream Elements program doesn't have both of them together. But if you look at Streamlabs, it shows both Twitch and YouTube together. But Streamlabs isn't really that reliable for YouTube, so that's why I have to use both. It's definitely not easy being a streamer. It's fun, but there's like so many complicated things that it's sometimes a little hectic. But last thing, of course, the one thing that keeps me motivated, I have a LaMetric clock. This just tells me my sub count. And also if I click to the next thing, it'll tell me my Twitch follower count. It's pretty nice. It's cool to walk in here every day and see it go up like 30 or 40 from the morning or the night before, which is pretty dope. So that like, even if you're just a small YouTuber and only have 5,000 subs, if you're like really serious about it, I would recommend getting something like this that just tells you, your sub count, your follow count. Don't focus on the numbers so much, but it's obviously nice to see that your hard work is paying off when you go to bed, wake up, and overnight 20 or 30 people subscribe to your channel. So you don't have to have 1 million subscribers to justify having a fancy clock like that. Yeah, so that was a Christmas gift, I think. So that's been like a big help. And I also have another YouTube channel that I used it for, but since the new channel is growing so fast, I decided to put that sub count on there anyway. So, all right guys, I think that's gonna do it for my behind the scenes. I hope you enjoyed the video. I haven't done a video like this on the new channel, but I will be live streaming every night. So those of you are always asking, do I stream? When's my next stream? Am I streaming tomorrow? The answer is yes. Unless I absolutely tell you guys I'm not going live, I will be going live every night. You can follow me on Twitter or go into the Discord server. I'll always tweet it out and put in the server on those nights when I specifically am not streaming. And if I don't say anything, it's safe to assume that I will be streaming. I try to go live every night around, I'd say like 8 or 9 o'clock Pacific time, which ends up being around 8:30 or 9:30 in the morning for India time, a little bit later in the afternoon for Asia, but basically for the Western Hemisphere, it's like a night stream, and for the Eastern Hemisphere, for all you guys, it's like morning or early afternoon that I try to go live. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you learned something, and I hope you guys liked having a little bit of a behind-the-scenes peek. But I will see you guys tonight on stream, and I'll catch you in the next video.